Welcome to my live session tonight. I hope you can hear me clearly. If you are here, you can indicate. Once you can hear me, just let me know so I can ride along. Good evening and welcome to this session on mastery and competence. Tonight, we're going through a lot tonight. Going through a lot. And this is basically to help liberate a lot of people who have some perspectives about growth and learning, but those perspectives are not really serving them. I've come to realize a lot of people are really gifted, really, really gifted. Welcome, Varashi. So I've seen a lot of people who are gifted, who are skilled, but then they are failed to manifest because they are thinking, I need a certain number of, years before I can confidently say that I do this or do that, or I need, something to prove my qualification. So for a lot of people, it's different reasons. Okay. Then there are some people who are genuinely not confident. And the reason why they are not confident is because they are not competent and they know it. Okay. They know it. So once you come in, I'm going to give the first 5 minutes for introduction, connection. Okay. Connection, network like champions, talk about what you do. Once you come in on stage, once you come in here, talk about what you do, put it in comment section, and I'll put it up on stage. I'll put it up on stage. And then wherever you saw this link from, you can just go and alert everyone that we are live. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. I really would want to get feedback. I'd love to get feedback. Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Hawa. I'm waiting for others. I'm waiting for others. Let's do this. Let me know how excited you are tonight. Let me know how excited you are tonight. If you're excited, you can type excited in the comment section. Just type excited. I hope I'm not the only one who is about this topic because we're going to break a lot of tables tonight. We're going to scatter, we're going to scatter tables, ladders, chairs, plenty things will fall this night. Plenty. Because when it comes to establishing truth, sometimes falsehood has to be pulled down. And it may not be a smooth process, it may be a very painful one. Okay? Falsehood has to be pulled down. So you're going to hear falsehood crash and break and burn. That's what we're going to do tonight. That's what I'm going to do tonight. So get ready for it. If you're excited, type excited. And then once you come in, introduce yourself in the comment section and I'll pull that up on stage. Okay, introduce yourself. Tell us about what you do. Tell us about yourself. Sell yourself. Sell. Tell yourself. Tell us about yourself. I'm here to see one. Oh. I'm going to be spotlighting some people. Varashi, I'm waiting for you. Hawa, I'm waiting for you. Elisha, I'm waiting. Emmanuel Ladijo, I'm waiting for you. Mesoma Ogweri, I'm waiting for you specially. Specially, I'm waiting for you, Mesoma. So if I don't see your introduction this night, me and you is query. So anybody who introduces himself or herself, I'm going to put it up stage. See, you never can tell who is going to see this. That's one thing some people don't know or don't understand. You never can tell who is going to see this and may be interested in in connecting with you. Of course, if anybody approaches me and says, "Oh, I have like $1 billion deal for this person who commented," why not? I would definitely connect the person. Okay, so I am waiting so that I can pull up stage and we can get started. I am waiting. Okay, so who wants to go first? Just a little bit of your introduction and then I'll pull it up stage. Okay, so Emmanuel says, let me put Emmanuel Oladijo is a versatile and passion driven medical rehabilitation practitioner keen at priming. Ha, wahala. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, what's this one now? Emmanuel, what's this? What's priming now? You are you are turning our head though. You want me to come and start thinking about what priming is now? What's priming? Okay. Keen at priming. Maybe you are still typing. Maybe. So Hawa says, Hawa says, I'm Hawa Ahmed by name, 500 level physiotherapy student, Obafemi Awolowo University, and an entrepreneur, hairstylist, makeup artist, and henna artist. It's nice connecting with you all. Nice connecting with you too, Hawa. So this henna, tattoos that northern women draw on their bodies, particularly the hands and the feet. I love those things. I love them. I love henna so much. I don't know why, but I just enjoy seeing that. Especially when they draw it well. It can be very artistic. Can be very, very artistic. Okay. So next person is Vince Tech Hub, Varashi. And Varashi says, I am an excellent visual designer. I help wait to I who ah okay, I think that's a typo. I create designs that attract kings and royalties. Okay, probably I help people. Huh? I don't know. Rashi, please, you can confirm that. So I create designs that attract kings and royalties. I help brands, individuals, and organizations gain more visibility and sales through the outstanding. Continue, no wahala. Just continue. I provide services ranging from outstanding and excellent visuals I create. I provide services ranging from graphic design, photography, videography, and video editing. It's still ongoing. Keep on, keep it on, keep reading, keep pulling them out. As you dey pull them out, I go dey read them, no wahala. So, Varashi has been really instrumental for my brand. He has been really, really helpful. He's been the one doing most of my designs lately. If you've seen my beautiful, beautiful designs that I've been pushing out lately, it's been Varashi all the way, and he is really reliable. He is very, very reliable. I mean, okay, this is now looking like an advert, but yeah, he's somebody you can commit a project to and go to bed. Like, beyond designing, beyond all this stuff, I mean, Varashi is good. Varashi is good. It's one asset I'm very, very proud to be associated with and to have around me. He's somebody I can just say, oh, Varashi, this is what I'm working on, and I need this by tomorrow. And like 4 a.m., he delivers. I'm shocked. Well done, Varashi. Good to have you here. Well done. Well done. Okay. So this is good so that we can have more time. If you're in the inner circle, it is your obligation, it's your primary responsibility to connect with more people. The goal is that you connect and know yourself, share opportunities. Let opportunity not escape your circle. Make it a personal commitment that opportunity won't escape your circle. Okay. So now over to what we have for today. Now, okay, Varashi says, I'm also an excellent moderator, trainer, and teacher. I preach and teach intentional, healthy, and productive living. Amazing. Amazing. Adezenwa Guru. Good evening, Coach CJ. I am Adezenwa Guru, a recent graduate of physiotherapy UNN. I am a certified cook, creative writer, spoken word artist, and a podcast host. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure being here. Amazing. One fantastic thing that I love about, all these things I'm seeing here is how dynamic you all are, how powerful. It's really, really good. It's amazing. It's powerful. It's encouraging to see that you are not just restricting yourself to a box expected by society. Okay, we live in a world where when you begin to dabble into different things, some people automatically feel or believe or perceive that you are not competent at what you're doing just because you are into different things. So, which is not true. It's not true. We'll still debunk that properly. Okay, but I just want you to know that it's not true. So you can be all that you want to be as long as you have strategy to it. You can be all that you desire to be. So, okay, now I'm seeing more and more. I'm a certified pharmacy technician. I host a health talk series called Health Talk with Varashi. Good. Victor says, I help small businesses gain online visibility and help them scale up by creating and marketing their digital products. Okay. So if at any point you can't hear me, please do let me know. Okay. So let us go to what I was talking about. Okay. So today we're going to be dealing with mastery, the topic of mastery, the concept of mastery. Okay. There's just so much to discuss today, so much to discuss today. And I'll try and make it as brief as possible. Okay. And this is it. This is it. I also want you to mention where you are watching from. Okay. If you come across this video at this point, wherever you're watching from, just let me know. If you're watching from Facebook, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, wherever, okay, let me know. And then, just say something in the comment section, and leave a like on the video. It's not a must, but I mean, I'll be happy if you drop a like on this video. Drop a comment. It helps with the algorithm to keep recommending the video to other people. You can tag a few people who you want to be here. You can also share on your wall, however. Okay, but if you share, let me know that you shared. I would appreciate. Okay, if you share, you can come to this place and just comment shared. Now, this particular session would have been closed. I mean, it would have been a closed door meeting, but I left it open. So I would appreciate if other people get to benefit from this. because it's a really, really important conversation. So, what is this mastery all about? What is this whole thing about? Okay, the goal for tonight's session is to give you a mental reboot, is to rewire how you think about mastery, what you think about mastery, or what you already know about mastery. Okay, it's about gaining competence, how to gain competence fast, how to play the game, get it fast, how to learn fast, how to fail fast if you ever have to fail. Okay, and get results regardless of your age, regardless of where you think you are right now, regardless of your profession. There's always something that you can be doing right now that would change the way people see you, the way people perceive you, that would even change your level of, your level of excellence, and the way you deliver. There are things that you can be doing that would give you 10x results. Okay, so what is what is this competence about? What's this competence about? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about what it is, why you need to be competent, why you need to learn fast, why you need to grow, and then I'll also be debunking some myths that are holding people back, things that are holding you back and keeping you from actually learning and manifesting, because there are two different things involved. I don't want to be so fast. Mercy George, welcome. Victor, welcome. Okay, yeah, Victor, I've greeted you before. Mercy, welcome. So I don't want to be too fast. I don't want to speak too fast. If you need me to repeat anything, please do let me know. If you need me to come, over any point, just put it down in the comment and I'll see it. Okay, let me know. So, what is this competence about? What is this competence about? And what is mastery about? Okay, so mastery is simply a continuous process of learning, unlearning, relearning, and refining. Mastery is a continuous process. Competence is your ability to deliver excellence continually. It is your ability to display excellence consistently. That's what competence means. Competence is simply ability, excellent ability, not just ability. So for you to say you are competent at speaking, for example, you are a competent public speaker, it means that you are an excellent public speaker. You are not just an ordinary one. You are not just somebody who can do public speaking. You are good at it. You are competent at it. You're a competent fine artist, a competent graphic designer. It means you are not just an ordinary graphic designer. You have gone beyond ordinary. You are competent. You can be trusted when it comes to this area. Thank you, Adeze. I see that. Thank you very much. So now, what is mastery? What's the concept of mastery? Mastery is a point, a point in your learning curve where you are able to deliver excellently. You are able to render your services or skills to a point where it is appreciated by more people, way more people, including people who are seemingly placed higher than you. What do I mean? See, mastery is undeniable. Mastery is an attractant. If you are functioning at the level of mastery, people who have gone ahead of you, they will see that thing and they would recognize it. Before you can say that you're a master at your game, you have played that game well enough. Number one, number one is long enough, and then two is well enough. But then on the other side of it, mastery is also relative. Mastery is really relative in the sense that you are only a master, or you have only attained a form of mastery to the extent to which you can help somebody else achieve a certain task or a certain objective. So it means that for you to say that you are a master at your craft, it doesn't necessarily mean that you may have spent so many years doing it. The craft in question could even be something very simple, but the person you are rendering that service to can see it and recognize that this is exactly what I want and beyond. Your ability to meet satisfaction for your receiver or recipient of the value you are offering, your ability to deliver at a level that is beyond satisfactory for that individual, it is mastery. So it means that mastery is relative and specific to the person who is receiving it for any service that you're rendering. This is hard not to crack. Now, if I am going to speak, for example, at an event, and the participants of this event are people who have been speaking all through their lives. Billionaires, the likes of, or let me not even say speaking, the likes of Elon Musk, Dangote, Mark Zuckerberg, and Tony Elumelu. You just gather all of them in a room, and then you invite me, Chijioke, to come and give them a talk about prosperity and wealth. To come and give them a talk about how to make money. To them, I'm joking now. I'm joking. It will be so obvious that I came there to play. It will be obvious. Okay? So, to them, no matter how hard I try, I may not be able to display mastery there. It is very relative. I tell you this for a fact. Even some people who will come and tell you, oh, this is how many years I've done this, and I can say I've attained mastery. It's a lie. Because there's an audience somewhere in the world. To that particular audience, you are still a child, you are still a baby to that audience. But on another level, in another dimension, in another craft, another skill, you can deliver with so much efficiency that even that person who you are looking up to will begin to look up to you. What am I saying? Now, let me give you a typical example. I speak and I train, and man, I know how good I am. I am aware. I know how good I train. I know how good I teach. I know how good I speak. It's unquestionable. I can't question. Nobody is questioning that one. Okay. Now, even though I may not be able to appear in front of certain people like billionaires and start teaching them how to make money, right? Because they will ask me how many billions are in my own account. But I have met people, very wealthy people, seemingly successful people, right? And they have a basic need. And that their basic need is, I don't know how to communicate with people. Strange, right? So you see somebody, he has all the money, everything. But then his own problem, his own wahala is, I don't know how to do public speaking. I have a presentation that I was invited for, but I don't know how to speak. I need somebody to coach me through. Can you recommend like a school? Is there a public speaking school? Their problem is not that they don't have money. Their problem is they can't speak. And then they see you speak and they're like, no, 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 no. This guy, you are really good. I mean, how do you muster up the courage? How did you do it? How did you? And then that's where you can easily, start thinking about exchange. Okay, since you have money, and money is not your problem, and me, I speak, and speaking is not my problem. Let's exchange problem for problem. you know. So to somebody like that, they see you and they see a master. They see you living in your element. They see you performing and executing at a certain level, and they see a master. Okay? So stop being deceived by the thought that for you to call yourself a master in your craft, it means you have spent so and so number of years. I'll break those myths later. Okay? Mastery is a process, is a continuously upward process. It means that at every point in your life, you will be a master to different categories of people. Yes, 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 yes. And remember this, I always say this to people I mentor, people who are close to me. See, mastery is relative. Enoughness can expire, and this is why you must have a continuously upward mindset. You need a growth mindset to be able to attain mastery. Okay? First, there has to be a level of awareness of who you are, where you are, your current state, because the first person that will give you the certificate of mastery is yourself. It's yourself. The first certificate of mastery you will get is from validating yourself. Okay, I think I'm good enough to come out. So you can now come out and do that thing, and people will look at it and offer you the second certificate of mastery. So people are now commending you. Oh wow, you teach so well, you do this so well, you design so well. You can see how I'm commending Varashi for designing so well. By the time you come out, people will keep commending and commending. It gets to a point, you self, you will know that something different has happened. You've changed gear, you've entered another level. Now, mastery is relative, because at every level of your life, at every point of your life, there are people who need you at that current level. They don't need you to change. They don't need you to become one plus. They don't need you to do anything extra. They want you at your current level to solve the problem that they are currently experiencing. I give the analogy of somebody in a desert. So you find yourself in a desert one day, and then you have water in your hand. You know, it's water, but it's not cold, right? And it's sachet water. Then somebody is in that desert. He has not taken water for the past 6 days. He's about to die. It's the seventh day, and he's about to just probably bury his head in sand and die. But you have sachet water on your hand. It's drinkable. It's clean. It's pure. It's wonderful water. Good water. But then that person who is about to die is screaming to you, please help me. I need water. Help me. I need water. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I have money. That one in your hand, can I buy it for how much now? How much is enough? Let me see. Who is here? Tell me how much. If it's you, how much will you sell the water? Tell me. Put in the comments. Put the price in the comments. Put the price quickly. That one sachet water, how much? How much will you sell it? The guy is asking you, how much? How much will you sell it? I'm willing to buy. How much will you sell it? Let me see. Let me see in the comments. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Tell me how much you will sell the water. Tell me how much you sell the water. That one sachet of water that you're holding, how much are you going to sell it? So some people, look at what some people do. They look at the dying person and they say, Kai, I wish I could give you this water. I wish I could give you this water. But this water is just a sachet water. Odogu, Dr. Kika has said his own. Sachet water, 20K. I love this guy. Bad guy. you know, 20K. Nice one. So some people will actually pause there and say, no, no, sir, this water, I brought it. I didn't know somebody will want to buy it. So I need to make it cold. So let me go back. Don't worry. Wait here. Let me go back and refrigerate the water. Let me go and refrigerate the water. And by the time it's cold, I will repackage it. I'll put the water inside bottle water. Then I will take it to a company where they will use something and cover a bottling company so that they will bottle it very well and seal it very well. Then I will now bring it for you to drink. Then they will run back home and start looking for the procedure. They start looking for all the necessary details, right? And by the time they come back with the water, what has happened? By the time they come back, what has happened? Can you tell me what happened? By the time they are back, something has happened. Something has happened. Okay. So by the time they are back, the person that was thirsty, that they were trying to help, the person has pie, the person don't move. Otilo, he has gone. He is no longer in existence. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this in different languages. So thank you. The guy has Peme has gone. That's what a lot of us are doing because we are waiting to get to a certain level that we can call mastery before we start manifesting. And this is also as a result of the traumas of starting and the traumas of attempt, the traumas of experience. We've been told by society, we've been told by gurus, we've been told by mentors, we've been told by coaches. Until you have done this for 10 years, until you have done it for 20 years, there's no point trying to do anything. Stop jumping around. Focus and build, focus and build. Build for 10 years, build for 20 years, right? And a lot of people are still building. They will build and build and build. Sometimes I question things. I love to question things a lot. I love to question things a lot. I've had, I've gone for events, I've listened to people speak, I've listened to well-meaning coaches and mentors and all that, and they're like, oh, build for consistently. How can you be calling yourself a coach? You've not coached anybody for 10 years. You've not done this for 10 years. In my own time, I did this for 10 years before I did this for 15 years before I could call myself a blah, 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 blah. And I keep asking, if people are going to be pushed into doing stuff for 10 years before they manifest, what if they die on the ninth year? What if after the ninth year, they are no more? So all their dreams and passions and every other thing gets suffocated in waiting. I wonder when we get to heaven, what we will need our skills and talents for, that we are burying them now in the name of waiting to attain mastery in the next 10 years. Makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay? So mastery is relative and mastery is progressive. Mastery is not a destination, mastery is a journey. This understanding will help you a lot. A lot. It will open your mind to a lot of things, a lot of opportunities. Okay? So I've spent time discussing and breaking down what mastery is. Why do you need this? And then why do you also need to learn fast? Why do you need mastery? Why do you need to learn fast? Because this session tonight is geared not just at, you know, just discussing what mastery is. It's geared towards helping you attain mastery fast. So I'm not of the league that will tell you you need 10 years, you need 20 years, you need 50 years. No. I'm telling you for a fact, it is possible for you to identify what you want to do right now, experiment right now, test it right now, start building it right now. And in record time, you are launching out. Because the main process of mastery is in the doing. My mom will say, is it my mom? I know it's a common adage. The taste of the sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. Is it pudding or pudding? I don't even know. But it's in the doing that you would actually learn. Okay? Competence is the ability to deliver results. And as long as the result is objective enough and specific enough, it's good to go. So if I tell you, I want you to draw my face, and you draw the face, and me, I look at it and I say, oh, wonderful, this is my face. Thank you. You've done your work for me. But for you to come to a point that you are saying, I am competent, I have attained mastery, and I'm sure, it has to be reported by multiple people. Many eyes have to see that thing that you are doing, and they can boldly say, they can swear on their I don't know what they will swear on, maybe their slippers or whatever they want to swear, that you are good at what you do. It's clear. Nobody's debating it, nobody's fighting it. It's obvious. So you go from people saying, ah, keep it up, nice one day you will blow. You know, early on in my speaking career, I had that a lot. People meeting me somewhere, they see my speaking engagement, they see my flyer somewhere, and they're like, well done, oh, well done. That's how it is. Oh, before you know it now, we'll be seeing you on television. Before you know it, we'll be seeing you on radio. Nice one. Oh, just keep up, keep it up. Don't give up. They'll start advising you. Now, at that point, and this thing started happening to me. Started happening to me while I was in school. You know, people will see. Now, okay, you probably post an event, like something, an event that is holding, or you're organizing, and then you share with your classmates or something. The people that you're sharing it for them to attend, they start advising you, encouraging you. Some people will even insult you on top. Oh, motivational speaker. Every time your head is on flyer, money you don't have. Those kind of talks. But it's going to move from there to admiration. You know, then from admiration to commendation and referrals, that they can say, okay, no, this guy is good, this guy is good. When it comes to this, give it to him. Okay, so competence has to be verified by many. And in this day and age, now talking about the benefits, in this day and age, see, it's very important to learn fast. It's very important to learn at fast speed. There are so many things I do to ensure that I learn fast. I'm not left behind. Why? The world is moving so fast at a very fast pace. Very fast. Speed of innovations, artificial intelligence, augmented and virtual reality, so many things going on. And if you're not careful, you're going to be swept behind. You're going to be left behind. If you're not careful, you'll be left behind. They will leave you. Okay? You'll be left behind. This is the era of learning and influence. It's the era of learning. Success in this world, this new world, largely depends on your ability to acquire new skills quickly. I didn't say just acquiring new skills, acquire new skills quickly. So please, if you have closed your mind to skill acquisition, if you have closed your mind to the possibility of learning new skills or the need to learn new skills, open it again this night. You need it. Because in the future, When I say in the future, that future could be tomorrow. In the nearest future, well, you are going to understand, you are going to see that the people who are going to be in demand, the people who will be in demand, the people who can never be overtaken or replaced are people who have multiple skills and are able to wear multiple hats. Why? You will be needed to put other people through. See, let me tell you one thing. It is my advantage and your advantage that people are distracted in this world. It's Kule Soyon that said, without the obvious manifestations of foolishness, wisdom will not be celebrated. It is because we are in a world dominated by foolish people. That is why when you are wise, you shine. When you step out and do something differently, people who have been in the pack, in the bandwagon, they will see you and they will celebrate you. Now, the same thing comes to mastery and competence. For you to see the need to play the game of intentionality, for you to see the need to step out of the distraction of the modern world. Now, we live in a world where everybody is distracted by their mobile phones, including us. So Facebook Reels, Instagram, TikTok, all sorts of distractions, all sorts. But if you decide that at least you will be stepping out small, small from those distractions to focus on yourself, focus on your goals, work on your learning, and build on from there. If you decide, in due time, nobody will see your back. You won't have competition. Why? Those who would have been competing with you, they were watching TikTok. They were watching TikTok, whiling away time. Okay. So it is to your advantage, because if 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 people are not getting wiser, right, and you build yourself and you get wise, they are going to see your wisdom, and in future, is that wisdom they are going to pay for. See, some of us, the things that we are paying for now, the classes we are paying for, the courses we are paying for, the books we are reading, buying and reading, the programs we are attending, are some as a result of some deficiencies that were in our bloodline. It is not even our fault. The fact that you don't know how to make, manage, or multiply money may not necessarily be your own fault. It's the system that we have found. You were born into a family where money management is not is not something that you come by. I mean, your parents didn't sit you down to start teaching you about money management or investment or whatever. You didn't even see it, you didn't experience it. In fact, the closest you came to money was being chased out of class for not paying school fees on time. Those experiences harmed your memory, they scarred you. Okay, so back to what I was saying. uh I lost my frame of thoughts. Let me come back. Let me retrace. Some of what we are paying for now, good. Some of what we are paying for now are deficiencies in our lineage. Do you think, tell me, do you think Tony Elumelu's daughter or Fela Durutoye's daughter, do you think these people I mentioned, that their daughters will one day wake up and go to YouTube and start typing how to break from poverty? Tell me, do you think Elon Musk's child, his son, will one day wake up and be typing on YouTube how to make at least 2K daily, how to make 10K weekly from one affiliate marketing project or network marketing program or the other? No. Some of the things that we are paying for now are things that were never in our history. They were not found. Financial intelligence wasn't found. So if you decide today that you are going to step out of the crowd, step out of distraction, and start building yourself. In the near future, instead of you to be looking for where to buy and pay, right? In terms of these things I just mentioned, these kind of things I just mentioned, it's going to be you that people will want to read. It's going to be you. Your children will not have to struggle. They won't have to, go through a lot of rigors pursuing what is not pursuing them, casting and binding what is not casting and binding, what is not following them. Okay? So, the next one I'm going to say is another reason why you should learn fast. Another reason why you should learn fast and why you should gain mastery. Okay? Another reason, it opens you to new opportunities. And with this will come impact, influence, and income. It opens you to new opportunities. Now, um, see, how well you will earn largely depends on how fast you can learn. Learning and earning, they go hand in hand. Okay? They go hand in hand. Another reason why you must build capacity, you must increase your competence is that confidence precedes competence. The other way around, sorry. Competence precedes confidence. Confidence supersedes, or what will I call it now? Succeeds. So what I'm trying to say is this: after confidence, after competence, confidence will follow. So there are some people who will tell you, oh, I lack confidence. I don't know how to do this one. I don't feel confident enough. I'm afraid. I'm shy. I'm timid. No, 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 no. It's not necessarily because you are afraid or shy or timid. It's just simply because you don't know what you are doing. It's simply because content has not entered. Real content, substantial, tangible content has not entered, has not flowed in. That's why a lot of people lose confidence. The moment you start building and developing yourself, confidence automatically comes from nowhere. I can tell you for a fact, at some point of my life, I used to be very timid and shy. But the moment I started increasing in knowledge, I became less timid. Why? I had something to say in almost every conversation. Even if I don't have to say something to say in your own conversation, I can start my own conversation and say something. So, competence breeds confidence. Another thing, competence will make it almost impossible for you to be replaced. The art of irreplaceability. That's how good you be at what you do. Hmm? That where you work, your job, they can't replace you. If they replace you, they will crumble, they will crash. At least for a while, they will suffer the heat. That's how competent you will be. If you are working for somebody, that person won't want you to go. They will do everything possible to keep you. And if you ask for a raise, they will give you that raise because they can't lose you. They can't lose you. They can't lose you. And that's why sometimes I wonder why people complain, oh, there's no job, there's no job, there's no job. See, even if if you understand this, right? If you understand the power of competence and mastery, you can literally get a job by volunteering for 2 days or 3 days or a week through volunteering, just volunteering. And what you are doing is you are giving them the tip of the iceberg. You are giving them just the tip of the iceberg. So you're going them to there to tell them, hey, look, I do this, I do that, I render this service, and I am free currently. I'm looking forward to just fill up the space of my time for this week, since I'll be staying at home and I don't want to just be at home. I want to render my service for free, right? And you go there, and the moment you are done, they are wondering, who is this person? Who is this guy? Who is this lady that came here, and our whole process has changed? Our whole accounting process has changed. Everything has improved. Who is this person? Competence. That's what it can do. That's what competence can do. Now, let me start destroying myths in the way of your learning. Take note of this one. Sit, balance well while you listen to me talk about this one. Number one myth. Number one. This one is sitting special in my heart. That's why I made it number one. 10,000 hour rule. 10,000 hour rule. To a huge extent, what people believe about 10,000 hour rule is pure scam, and it's keeping a lot of people down. It's keeping a lot of people back. It's holding them back. So what's the myth? It takes 1,000 hours to master anything. Is that reality? No. That one 10,000 hour rule was outlined in the book Outliers. And the author of that book, Outliers, was actually summarizing a research that was done, that was checking the quality of time, the amount, the volume of time top athletes across the world put into their craft to become number one or to top the charts. So, how many hours did they have to do before they came out to limelight? Meanwhile, there were other things in that book, such as the date you were born being able to influence whether you'll be wealthy. The date, the month, the year you were born being. So there are a lot of things that are in that book that if you start checking it logically, they don't really make so much sense. But yeah, let's respect the author. Okay. So does it mean that you need 10,000 hours to become a master at your craft? Absolutely not. Do you know you can actually start something and master it in a day? It depends on what that thing is. So instead of thinking about the 10,000 hour rule, think about acquiring quality information from quality people, from the right sources, and then practicing just enough times for that thing to become second nature. Mm. So the quality of information you are acquiring is even much better than the length of time you put into doing that particular thing. Let me tell you this. I love to tell people this. After all, you have some of your lecturers in school who have taught, they have lectured for 10 years, 20 years. They have lectured for so long. They have done their 10,000 hours and added extra. Yet, can they teach? No. I have met professors who have been professors for years but cannot teach simple thing. They can't teach. They can't teach. So it's not about the time that you spend. You can spend 100,000 years if you are still alive. You can spend so many years and still be very incompetent. Incompetence is not justified by, competence is not justified by the time spent. It is justified by the amount of value gotten by the receiver. Okay? You can achieve competence faster with more deliberate focus practice. more intentional and intense practice of your key skills. And one other thing that will help you accelerate this journey of mastery is the right feedback. Have an open feedback system. As you are doing, be getting feedback. As you are doing, be getting feedback. Anything you are doing, as you are doing it, you are doing that design. Post it. Let people choose book cover A or book cover B. Which one is better? Why? I just designed this flyer for this. I just did this. Okay, I'm speaking at an event. You crop is a short portion of that and share. Now you are trying to get more feedback. My mom has been one of my feedback systems. Till date. My mom may even be watching this. I don't know, but she may be watching this. Till date, my mom can always come to my DM and say, Chijoke, check that your last post on Facebook, the fourth line. Check here, web here. You made a mistake. Instead of saying, I will come to the place, you wrote, I will come into, and honestly, that error, that typo may not be something that I had seen. Because sometimes you are typing, autocorrect is typing his own. Okay? Or one thing happens and you just type and then she brings the feedback. I appreciate such because you never can tell who will be the next person to read that post and what they'll be thinking about it. So, I remember one time I did a live session. I can't remember. I think it was an open session like this. And my mom joined. Then she sent me a message. CJ, you are talking so fast. You talk so fast. Where are you rushing to? Your audience may not be, they may not hear what you are saying very well. And I was like, okay, okay, okay. Is that so? Thank you. So I moved on from there. I moved on. From that day till today, I became more intentional about my spacing while I speak. I became more intentional about breaking down my speech and slowing down a bit so that people can catch up. Okay? That is a good way to keep improving, open the doors of feedback. Now, myth number two, if you are still following me, comment following. Okay? If you are still following me, comment following. I want to be sure that you are enjoying this. I mean, that it's making sense to you. Myth number two, niche supremacy. Niche supremacy. So, some people teach that you must stick to a single niche to be successful or to become a master. That's not true. In fact, mastering multiple areas will give you a greater competitive edge. It's called skill stacking. So, for me as an individual, if you have done anything with me, if you have interacted with me in any way, you will realize that you may never need me just once. You may never need me only once. So I called it something web of value strategy. And this is simply because I am not focused on just one identity or skill. I have a lot of things that I offer. A lot of things that I offer. Different skills I've mastered. Different crafts that I've mastered. So some people believe, no, you have to stick to one. You have to stick to one so that you will be successful and this and that. No, that's not, it's a lie. It's a lie. Being able to connect knowledge across diverse fields is something the world would always reward, even if they condemn it. I can tell you this for a fact because it has been my life experience as a health professional, as a physiotherapist. I've been invited to teach on digital skills and soft skills for rehabilitation professionals. The people who I taught, they are not small people. I mean, I had professors in my session. I had professors in my class, right? It was simply because I was able to integrate those different fields. So now people would always trust you more if they find out that you connect to their problems on multiple levels. You understand them. And that is what that multidimensionality or multifaceted excellence will give to you. You can relate with your clientele on multiple levels. As a life coach and as a mentor, at a point, I had to add health to my inner circle, the list of topics that I teach in the inner circle. Okay? I had to add health. I did an entire health series. I'm still going to do that. Talking about different things, about the kind of food you take, water intake, posture, exercise, and the rest of it. You know. So the world will reward you if you are able to build multidimensional excellence, even if they don't understand you or even if they condemn you, they will still reward you. Okay? We thrive by building multidimensional value. So, what's the number three myth? Number three myth is readers are leaders. Readers are leaders. And I love to tell people this: readers are not leaders, learners are. Readers are not leaders, learners are leaders. This is very deep. It's very deep. Why? Contrary to popular opinion, I could literally get stoned on social media for this. But contrary to popular opinion, you see, people will always come and they're like, oh, I read 10,000 books, I read 100,000 books, I read a book a day, I read a book every day. Every successful person reads one book a day, all those things. And, I could remember early on in my life, at some point, I felt low. I mean, I felt it killed my self esteem because I would look at my friends and they read books, they read non-school books, and for me, I could only read textbooks. Those other books were not really giving for me. They were not really giving me the vibe I wanted. I couldn't go beyond the first page. So I thought my own has finished because I didn't like hard copy books like that. Along the line, I discovered something. I was laboring to read books. I wasn't enjoying the books. I was overwhelmed by those books. However, when I put my hands on online courses, I finished them. Podcasts, phew, I finished them. Real life experiences, going, being in the field, experiencing it, doing it, asking questions, having somebody hold me by the hand. Phew, I want it. I do it. But when it comes to books, books are not so gracious for me. Then when I come online and I just see people, oh, the average billionaire reads this a day. The every millionaire reads 5 books in a week. This one, they read 20 books in a week, in a month, in a year. I'm like, okay, so can you all just relax now? Let's see. So I realized that my own format of learning does does not have to fall in with the same thing for other people. The main thing is to acquire knowledge and apply the knowledge. The mode of learning matters least. The mode, whether it's through reading or through reading through ebooks or through journals or magazines or even social media, as long as you are learning and developing yourself, that is what matters most. That's what matters most. Okay, so there are different ways to learn. Online courses are there, podcasts are there, so many other things, many ways to learn. The main thing is, are you able to apply what you are learning? Okay, so the next one, why do people not attain mastery? These are some of the challenges that are holding people back. Some of the open challenges, known challenges. Number one is fear of failure. I did a series on fear. So everything I'm going to say here, I addressed it in that series. Okay. I'm probably going to link that fear video under this one. Maybe I will. Okay. So fear of failure is there to hold you back. But remember, you can only become a master when you keep trying. If you never try, you would never know. You would never be able to experiment with anything or even know if that thing works. Okay. Next one is information overload. That's one of the things that keeps people away from attaining mastery. Too much information, dissonance of information. So somebody saying this from this side, this person is saying this from this side, and you are taking everything hook, line, and sinker from everybody. It's going to be difficult to ever attain mastery. Learn to filter knowledge. Focus on what is most needful at the moment. Okay. The next one is perfectionism, waiting to get perfect before you launch. And I saw this one time. Done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Because if you keep waiting for perfect, it will never come. It will keep whining you, deceiving you, but it will never come. The moment you get to perfect, the moment you attain perfection, you will realize that there's another measure of perfection ahead. And that point you will never get, you won't reach it. Is a mirage, it's an optical illusion. But by the time you start taking action, you begin to see real, tangible results. Okay? Now, the next one, I'm going to be sharing with you steps on how to, how to learn at flash speed, how to learn so fast, learn very fast so that you can manifest fast. Okay? These are things that you need to know. Number one is learn with intentional focus. Learn with intentionality, learn with anger, learn with a drive and an awareness. I am learning because there's something I want to launch. Create the anticipation. Okay, go deep, go deep, go deep. Bring out time, be intentional, be strategic. Bring out time and say, from now to now, this is what I'm learning, this is the course I want to finish. What strategy am I going to use? Is it fire brigade or what strategy? Break your skills, whatever it is you want to learn, break the skills into micro skills, smaller components, and keep learning, keep achieving, keep stacking those things up. You may not even know what it looks like, but by the time you are done, you realize, okay, now I can put these beautiful bits and pieces together. And this is the wonderful picture that I have. Okay? Remember to track your progress. Measure whatever you are improving upon. Because if if um if you don't measure the outcome, You won't know whether you're improving. You won't know. You will have no idea whether you're improving. Okay? So, as much as possible, track your progress. Are you with me? Are you with me? So, I'm almost done. I'm almost wrapping up this session. One thing that will help you is apply immediately and refine. Apply whatever you are learning, learn to apply immediately. Now, there's this formula that I gave when it comes to learning and manifesting, and that's LPT: learn, practice, and teach. Learn, practice, and teach. Learn, practice, and teach. Okay? Learn something, go ahead and practice it, ensure that it's working. Then find a couple of people, even if it's two or three people, gather them together and teach them that thing. By teaching, you are learning twice. Teaching is one of the best forms of learning. Okay? So, learn something, come back, self, you know, regulate, and then as you're using feedback, as you're applying and getting feedback, you are now improving on yourself. Okay? Gather people, teach them, get more feedback from them, improve. You will not be stranded that way. Learn from the right sources. Learn from the right sources. The right sources. This is one thing that will help, multiply your leverage. It will help to 10x your speed. Learn from the right sources. Learn how to learn. See, there's something called open source intelligence. It is rare. If you don't have open source intelligence, you'll be paying for everything under the shadow of the earth, abi, under the rays of the sun. Everything that passes, you will pay. Everything that passes, you will pay. Fear of missing out is one thing, one emotion marketers are going to cash out from because of you. I hope you're getting, I hope you are following. So learn how to find the right information on YouTube, on Facebook, on Udemy, Coursera. I'm definitely going to send those in the inner circle. I'm going to teach you how to learn from all these platforms I'm mentioning. Okay. I'll send you a video. I'll send you series of videos. And if you're watching this as a replay, you can request for it. If you're in the inner circle, if you're watching as a replay, request for it. I'll send it for you at no cost, zero cost. Okay, because I want you to be able to learn how to get courses, free courses, get certified, Udemy, Coursera, the rest of them, all these amazing platforms. Go ahead, learn. When you learn, share your certification. When you are done, you completed the course. As you're taking the course, you're sharing bits and nuggets of what you are learning. I mean, small nuggets from what you're learning. Let people see that you are growing. You are priming their minds. You complete a project, you join something like ALX or the rest of them, Ingressive for Good, and then you post those things, put them out there. People are seeing them, they are building trust. Get certified, get licensed, or learn. Okay? See learning as an experience, as an amazing voyage. Let it be fun for you. Okay? Let it make it fun and interesting. Make learning fun. Make it a part of you. Sometimes what I do is Because I know how difficult it is to set out a specific time to actually do some learning activities. I I embed it in my day. I code it into my day, you know. So some small pockets and pockets of learning from pillar to post from time to time. So I'm going out, I carry my book, I'm going out, I have my headphones on, so that I could be listening to my course while traveling. I could be listening to a podcast while doing another thing, maybe while cooking, whatever the case may be. But if it's for this learning, we will learn. Okay? So you have to decide the kind of life you want to lead. You have to decide the kind of life you want to lead. And if mastery is what you desire, please, please build. Build so that you can set yourself apart. Build so that you'll be different. Build so that it will not just be you announcing your mastery, but your competence selling itself. Develop yourself to the point where when you do something for somebody, you don't have to beg them to refer you. Develop yourself to that point. To the point where you will render services to people and they are like, your price, this is your price, you need to increase it. I know, I like the fact that you are doing this and doing that, but man, if you increase this price, that'll be what fits you better. Your own clients telling you to increase price. See, it is possible. That level of mastery is possible. Develop yourself to the point that people who just want to pick your brain for free become afraid of approaching you. Develop yourself to the point that people would automatically not attempt to underpay you. Develop yourself. When you gain mastery, when you go for a job interview, after the interview, after them asking you questions, it's meant to be your own turn to ask them. It is only competence and mastery that would make you think like that. When they are done with their questions, you now start asking. Sir, I'm quite interested in working with you. However, I would love to know more about this organization. What's the work culture here? What's the work culture? What does it look like to work here? Is this a place you would advise somebody if I were your child? Is this a kind of place you would advise me to start out my career? Now, this is, you can't ask such questions, such daring questions. You can't make such daring moves if you know you don't have capacity, you don't have energy built in, stored up. You can't make certain comments or remarks. You can't ask certain questions. So anything that comes, you take it hook, line, and sinker. When they ask you, what salary scale are you expecting? It is your limiting beliefs, if at all, that will manifest, or abundance as a result of competence. Remember, confidence will never come without competence coming first. So, when they tell you how much do you charge, something in your head, or what are you expecting as salary, something in your head is automatically belittling that opportunity. Okay? So they ask you, what are you expecting as salary? I can start with anything. simply because you have not fed yourself well enough. So even snack looks like main meal. When you build yourself, you have options. When you develop yourself, options will miraculously appear. Are you following me? Are you following me now? Okay. Remember this that I said: mastery is not a destination, mastery is a journey. Keep growing, keep growing. Remain consistent, remain consistent. Then find skills that you're going to master, skills that you're going to use to begin your own journey or to continue your journey. Okay. So at this point, I would love to I'd love to entertain questions. So we are done. We're done with the session tonight. We're done with the session tonight. And I hope that you are inspired. Inspired to grow against all odds. Inspired to actually learn fast. Inspired to, you know, to lead the life of your dreams. Inspired to never give room, never give room for mediocrity. I hope this session inspires you. Okay. So I look forward to your questions. I look forward to your questions. But if there's none by in the next 3 minutes, then we'll call it a night here. Now remember, I know some of you are still watching and you are still like maybe maybe 20 minutes away or 10 minutes away. That's fine. Whenever you get to this point, okay, and you know you have questions, just come to the inner circle group and drop the question. Okay, just come to the inner circle, drop the question, and then I'll attend to the question. So my eyes are beginning to close violently. uh this young man has stressed himself today. But I just want to leave you with this. Remember, remember, remember. Mastery is a journey. It's not a one-time destination. A lot of people need you at the level you are at right now. A lot of people need you where you are right now. It is your duty and primary obligation not to disappoint them. It is your duty. Don't fail them. Don't fail them. Okay? So I'll call it I'll call it I'll call it a night here. I'll draw the curtains here tonight. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button, engage, subscribe if you can. If you are watching this on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere, just follow along. Um, comment, let me know that you watched, let me know that you got value from this session, and I'll see you again in the next one. Have an amazing night rest. Bye.